The Truth Teller series continues on the show, and I would like to talk about Curt Cignetti, head coach of your Indiana Hoosiers. The truth about Curt Cignetti is I think he is the face of the most improbable story of my college football life. I've been around the college football block a few times. I've watched it since I was old enough to say football. And I don't know that anything has been more improbable as a big story than Curt Cignetti winning the national championship at Indiana. Just the wildest thing I've ever seen. To give you kids some context, because I know someone out there is 14 years old and you cannot appreciate how insane this is, from the year 1995 to 2018, how many winning seasons do you think Indiana football had? That is 23 years, Jesse, 23, 24 years. How many winning seasons? How many times did they find a way to win 7 games? How many times did it happen? 0. You can't appreciate how bad Indiana sucked and for how long they sucked. Over 2 decades, not a single winning season. They were 3-9 the year before he got there. And he's walked in and all he's done is gone 27-2, 2 playoff appearances, a Big Ten championship, a national championship. They added a Heisman Trophy winner for good measure. And it's not even a new concept. That's the other truth about it. It's not a new concept. Oh, it is in Indiana. It's a new concept for Indiana to be a winner. It's not a new concept for Curt Cignetti to be a winner. Everyone laughed when he dropped the Google me line. And then people started Googling him. And they found out, wow, well, come to find out, IUP, he won. You Googled Elon, you found out they had a football team, and you found out he won there. And then you remembered, oh, wait, he was the guy at James Madison, and he won there. And yet still, when he started to win in Indiana, everybody kept overlooking the explanation. They kept on overlooking the how. Because he kept telling you, and it didn't pass the smell test to most people. Because what Curt Cignetti talked about as the keys to their success were boring to most people. Process-oriented, over-result-oriented, treat every play as if it has a history and life of its own, focus on doing your job, define everyone's role, and then focus on that role. This is boring. This is, to most people, it's boring. Now, in reality, these are key tenets. These are principles of success. He has worked under the best. So all he really did was he parroted the core principles of the best organizations that he had been a part of. He added some of his own flavor. Voila. It turns out it really works. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Quick 5-second timeout. Check and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It keeps it free. We love you. All right, back to the show. And it wasn't good enough for people. And so then I've noticed some folks trying to explain it away. And I just think people should stop attempting trying to explain away how Curt Cignetti's done what he's done at Indiana. He's done what he's done because his process works. Well, Josh, all that can be true, but the portal's played a big role here. Yeah, it has. Go on, because I've been challenged with this several times. I'm singing the praises of Curt Cignetti, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's a good story, but this isn't the same as him doing it 15 years ago in Indiana, because now Indiana's got the portal. Indiana's got NIL, and I'm like, is that exclusively available to Indiana? Jesse, does Ohio State get to use the portal? They do. They can pay the players too, yeah? Alabama, they're allowed. Miami can. Okay, so you're telling me that every one of these programs that have had a significant leg up on Indiana for, the entire history of this sport have access to the same mechanisms that Indiana has access to, but all of a sudden it was this disproportionate advantage to Indiana. No, you call BS on that, because that is faulty explanation. The real explanation is they're just better than you. That's been the real explanation. Now, we get to have the fun together of seeing whether they're going to rattle off a string of this for half a decade. Was it a 2-year flash in the pan? I highly doubt that. But we'll have fun with that together. But I'm not talking about predicting the future right now. I'm talking about the truth in the here and now. The truth is Curt Cignetti has become, in many ways, the face of the sport. I wouldn't know this. It's not necessarily my wheelhouse, but you know how sometimes Like you guys will be watching the show. Maybe you'll be listening to the show, or maybe you're watching college football related programming. And your wife or your girlfriend or your sister or mom or whoever, they know nothing about college football, but they know who Arch Manning is. Those same people kind of know who Curt Cignetti is. They know he's the Indiana coach who does the weird mannerisms on the sideline, and he's the one who took the perennial loser and turned it into a national champ. He transcended college football last year. You don't realize this when you're in the bubble. Okay, he's going to be front page news for me and you no matter what. He transcended the sport last year. Indiana transcended the sport last year in a way that hardcore fans, me included, sometimes have trouble wrapping our minds around because we're never on the outside of the bubble. But he's a different cat. And the other thing that I immensely appreciate is when they started winning, what happened? Other jobs started opening up. Penn State, famously, opens up. And before they can even let the ink dry and get an offer put in front of him, what does he do? He re-ups with Indiana and shuts it all down and slams the door in everyone's face and says, I'm where I want to be. I'm good. I'm fine. You guys can move on. Crazy. Just a different guy. Glad we got him. Glad we got him. Don't want the NFL rumors anytime soon. Glad we got him. Jesse, you're big in the horses. You play the horses, right? No, you didn't even come to the Broyles Award with me. It's a great day. Great. Oh, you wanted to and didn't get invited? Is that what you said? I can't read sign language, Jesse. Here's what I can read. The Kentucky Derby is this Saturday. Not that I specifically have a good feel for it, but maybe you do. And our friends at FanDuel just want to remind you, new users, especially if you go through FanDuel.com/Josh Pate, new signups over there, bet $5, get $25 in racing bonus bets, whether you win or lose. Let's talk about something a lot more fun. Children, babies, everyone's having them. This time of year, great time to have children. We highly, highly advocate. We are very pro-child and pro-wedding, especially in the spring. It's not that we're anti-child in the fall. We kind of are anti-wedding in the fall. I understand, sometimes things happen, okay? So I am not anti-child in the fall, but I am very, very pro-child in the spring. And just a related note here, so is PateStateMaterial.com. All of our Little Freight's gear it's not actually marked down. It's the same price it always is. But you know what? It's not that expensive to begin with. So there's the onesie. This is where you really miss out if you're listening on podcast. This is where Mitch's people miss out a little bit because you don't get to see the proof of concept. You don't get to see the product up there. Those things move. Those things move to the point where I'm not going to go as far as to say that the existence of Pate State Little Freight's merchandise has motivated couples to have children. I'm not the one saying that. I'm saying people have said it to me. And I'm also saying that, for instance, right after, you do your business, there's the stick. Oh my goodness, 2 lines instead of 1. We got to call mom. We got to call dad. And then I got to DM Pate and let him know we're going to have a kid and we're going to buy Little Freight's merchandise. That's normally the order of things. So if you want to be a part of that, it's a wonderful thing. It's a great feeling. And we welcome it. And we'll be here waiting. Call the parents first, but then after that, we'll be here waiting.